Hey cousins, what's going on? Let's go ahead and talk about the Mickie James situation, especially since in light of Mickie James getting put off the show in favor of Michelle McCool. I still like Mickie James and what she brought to the show, but this was a very low moment for her. It came off real get off my lawn, old lady kind of way, and Mickie James is far from old. I didn't even understand what she was looking at and what she saw from Zena Sterling. Zena Sterling is Bubba Ray's golden egg, okay? If you over on the Patreon and you listening to the reviews that I do on the show, Bubba Ray saw Zena Sterling and he has been pumping this bitch up since he saw her. Xena cute or whatever, but she is not as good as Bubba Ray is making her out to be. She goofy, she play around too much, whoop de whoop de whoop. Blonde hair, blue eyes, straight from I think she from fucking where that war at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forgot. Either way, Bubba loves her, okay? So she had a match against Tyra May in the on the Legends Future Grace situation or whatever. It was cute. Now her outfit, I'm literally describing it to you. You see the banner. That's her outfit. If you look in the corner of the banner, that's what the butt looks like. I don't It's cute. Actually, her outfit looked a little more professional than a lot of the girls who are, coming up in the developmental. From my understanding, they said when you just do black and white or one or two colors, it looks amateur. So if you add a third color, it gives it a more polished, more professional look. I thought the outfit was cute. She actually looked like a butterfly. It gave me like Pixie or something. I don't know. Either way, something about that outfit, Mickie James was not having it. So she went on to say that her outfit was distracting. It looked like jazzed up lingerie. She did not want to watch a woman's ass through the whole match. She's not down for none of that. And she said, I can say that because I'm a female and I went through all of this. And as a diva, we worked hard to, fight the lingeries and stuff like that. And I just think, you need to do better. And I was just like, Mickie, like, I don't understand. The delivery just sucked. It wasn't given what she thought. Matter of fact, here it is. Let you tell me what you heard.
Can I talk to you about your gear? Sure. I lived during the diva era, and we fought very, very hard to not have to wrestle in lingerie anymore. Since I'm a female, I can speak on this. It's very frustrating when women go out there and wrestle and all I see is their ass. And I can't look past it. It's all I see. It's very distracting. So you want to be taken serious as a wrestler, but you're wrestling in pretty much jazzed up lingerie. And that's my opinion. And that's coming from someone who's had her ass on TV a lot.
And that's my opinion. That's the part that really just came out like that's my opinion and you're not going to debate me because I had my ass out a lot. Yeah, you were doing a lot of stuff that you could have said no to, but because all of y'all are fucking wanting to be famous and wanting to be in the spotlight and wanting to be where you wanted to be, you did things that you probably shouldn't have did in the WWE during this Divas era. So here's the breakdown of the situation. The comments, like I said, they was from March 20th episode of LFG. She criticized Zena Sterling. You heard her criticize it. I didn't see what the fuck she was seeing. Zena Sterling's outfit looks no different than Tiffany Stratton, and furthermore, Tiffany Stratton's whole pussy be on Front Street. Okay, it's no different than Alana's outfits. Lana has some cute little outfits. Okay, it's no different than down to the NXT. You get the shorts with the clips and the fishnets and the whole thing. And I think somebody did speak on the fishnets and the clips is getting a little bit too much or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't really get what was Mickie James's issue. I think she just doesn't like Xena, and instead of just saying, "Listen, I didn't care for your wrestling, your presentation sucked," she decided to attack the girl, and it just came off weird. The perceived hypocrisy is many fans and wrestlers, including indie wrestler Maya World, pointed out that James has worn similar revealing attire in the past, leading to these accusations. You heard Mickie James said, "I can speak on this because I had my ass out all over TV." And she did. She used to wear her skirts. Her ass was out. She was also helping the other ladies' ass come out, ripping their clothes off, doing all kinds of things. If you were so morally high, you would not have done those things back then. Now, she would also tell you it was a different time. She was younger. She was ambitious. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Online backlash. The comments ignited backlash, fans and wrestlers alike, criticizing James' stance and questioning her credibility. I know old girl from NXT, Velvet, what's her name, Velvet Cake or whatever, because she do that mixing shit. She was like, "Well, excuse the fuck out of me." Listen, the girls on AEW show a lot of their body parts, not like exposure, but what can you do? You got big tits, you got a big ass. What can you possibly do? Dress like you're in Saudi Arabia? Like, barely, barely, barely wears the trunks with the legs out. She dresses like Macho Man, and her ass is still prominent. What do you want her to do? There's nothing she could do about that. You can be sexualized in a full suit. Hence why Saudi Arabia got them women wearing what they got on. Those women are covered from head to toe with burqas and the neeks, or however you pronounce it, and they still can be sexualized if one of the men see a piece of ankle or a piece of wrist. Okay, and we're not gonna run down their culture or whatever the case may be, because the same shit happens in church. There's a long time where women could not wear pants in church. Why? Because you will entice the men. That is all the reason why women have to cover up and wear certain clothes in certain places, because males will be turned on. That's it. Jim Cornette supports Mickie James. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So Jim Cornette said, and I quote, "I don't have an issue with what she just said because there's proof of that. How many times have we been talking about a match and someone brings up, did you see so-and-so's ass cheeks hanging out?" Yeah, I mean, you couldn't look past that. I don't disagree with what Mickie James is saying. Mickey's right. There are matches you watch where you want to focus on how talented someone is or is it, and it's just ass, just nonstop ass right there in your face. Again, this is coming from Jim Cornette. Sir, you booked the ass in the face a majority of the time. Someone said, "I disagree with Mickie James for two reasons." I want to hear the reasons. They say, one, I didn't watch this particular episode. They were talking about LFG, so I don't know the backside of her gear. Listen, the gear, I put the picture right there. It's no big deal. Okay? Nothing was extraordinary hanging out this woman's ass. I don't know what she was talking about. So the particular issue with this ring gear is nowhere as near as risque as the stuff seen routinely. About the lingerie thing, about being in fishnets, tights underneath, but that's semi-common nowadays. Yes, Roxanne Perez wears fishnets. Alexa Bliss wears fishnets. They wear the extra layer of stocking to kind of protect their legs and give it more girth, right? That's why Charlotte Flair, and she wears her skin tone tights, even though they're super baggy, but it is what it is. I don't understand. The second thing this person said is a thing that Mickie James doesn't deserve, and this is something I noted about a week back or two, is Rhea Ripley, about her smacking her own backside with the kendo stick and Zoe Stark getting upset with it. Is that about power and agency? When Mickie did some of those storylines, she didn't have power in herself or in her own character. She didn't have control of it. Meanwhile, Xena, Rhea, and other people can currently choose their own ring gear. They have agency over who they are and the power in that choice. That's the advancement that women wrestling has made, not the ring gear. Now, if Xena chooses to own her dress, to wear her dress that way, that's her power. And Mickie didn't have that during parts of her career. By taking that choice, you're actually closer to the era of Mickey's talking about. Okay, I didn't see it that way. So Mickie James is feeling some kind of way because Xena in this era can choose to dress the way she wants. And Mickie James didn't have a choice back then. I actually like that. Maybe Mickie James is feeling some kind of way because she didn't have a choice. Again, that was the time. I was young. That's what Vince wants. Vince wants what he wants. Now these girls choose. Rhea Ripley's whole ass is hanging out. Her ass is even bigger than it was when it first started. Her gear, her shit's straight up her ass. And she wears those things that strap at the cusp of the butt to give it even more position. Listen, Bianca Belair had that silver and gold down to Europe. But listen, I'm probably the straightest woman you're gonna know. But I give props where props due. The ass meat on Bianca Belair in that fucking outfit in the middle of that ring. Man, listen, I'm sitting there like, well, goddamn, Bianca, why didn't you save that for the WrestleMania? Them ass cheeks was hanging, okay? Prompt. Even Naomi keeps her butt covered as best as she can, but Naomi's ass is legendary. It's just big and just that's just what it is, all natural. They used to make fun of Naomi's ass. Women can't help that they built the way they built. But again, like this commenter said, Mickie James had to do it because Vince McMahon said you're going to do it, bitch, or you go home. These ladies are just dressing the way they want. They like their bodies. They want to be sexy. You all complain that the women are too masculine. Now, when they give you a little titty here and there, it's too much. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Um, Further reactions. Again, Mickie James said, women were forced. That's the key word, forced. No one's forced to do anything now. No one's forced to do anything. And when the ladies go over to Saudi Arabia, everybody has a problem with it that they have to cover up. And the ladies rise to the occasion. They come up with cool outfits and they do what they got to do. Okay? Xena Sterling responded with her goofy self. She basically got a whole pink bodysuit covered from head to toe and was like, well, this is what I'm going to wear. So I don't have to have Big Mickie James say nothing else to me. Mickie James, everybody's now doing a retrospective of her career. She had a long, successful wrestling career on both WWE and TNA. She's a multiple-time champion, and her titties and ass was always on display. It is what it is. Okay? So everybody's pointing these things out, and I just think this is a clash of what I had to do versus what you're doing, and I had to do it so you don't have to. That's what it sounds like. I just think, Mickie, you didn't do yourself no favors. Every time you say something stupid like this and be a hypocrite, we go back to the point in time where you rubbed your hand on Trish Stratus' cooter and you proceeded to lick your hand. Did anybody force you to do that? No, that was completely off the script. So please get off your moral high horse and stop sounding like the old man running kids off the lawn. It didn't come across well at all. At all. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments about Mickie James, and I'll catch you in the next one.